Welcome back, Duelists Casual here, and like I said yesterday, unfortunately, I was not able to make it to my locals today. Um, so I will be able to bring you some coverage on what was in the Battle City box tomorrow after I get out of work, and today we're gonna do one more speed duel deck number 6 this week. I'm going to have tried to bring you guys a video every day this week. And we got Weevil Underwood up again. Because let's be honest, Weevil's not terrible. And the hidden Parasite skill card that came in the structure build, also not terrible. Also very easy to work with. So let's give you guys the list. So you're going to use the hidden Parasite spell, or not spell, skill. We're going to use 3 copies of the Gyrochin Kawagata. We're going to use 2 copies of the Insect Princess. And this is one of those things, I think she came out back in Invasion of Chaos. There was like a small build around it that lasted like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then was lost to the, sands of time. But we're going to play her today, and we're going to explain why. We're also going to use the Metal Armored Bug, because Big Bug is big. And if you guys remember Mommy Bug, this is Daddy Bug, okay? Yeah. And then there's our boy Pinch Hopper, and we're going to play him at 3. We're also going to utilize the Eradicating Aerosol spell. And if you didn't know what Hidden Parasite does, then you're probably thinking I'm playing this just for Pinch Hopper. I'm not. Trap cards, because I want to play a control aspect and really get tricky like Weevil always did with his insects. I'm going to be using 3 copies of the Adhesion Trap Hole, and we could just pretend that for today that is some spider goo or something. And we're going to utilize 2 copies of the Corrosive Scales that we used last time, and 2 copies of the Windstorm of Itaqua. And again, it wouldn't be one of my builds if I didn't just throw 5 cards into the extra deck just to play a mind game with my opponent afterwards. So if this is all that you guys wanted, if you just wanted the list for today's deck, you've got it. You can go watch another video. There are plenty of videos here on YouTube to watch. And I'll tell you what, you're going to be back. You'll be back tomorrow, the next day. I'm sure I'll make something that'll interest you, and you might even hit the sub button then. Hopefully you'll tell a friend, and yeah, see you later. Everybody else, let's talk about this deck. So the first thing is the Hidden Parasite skill card. Now, once per turn, I can change all monsters on the field, that's your opponents as well, to the insect typing until the end of the turn. Any battle damage the opponent takes is halved for the remainder of this turn, and I may use this skill up to twice in one duel. Yeah, so there's a lot of fun plays that we're going to do because of this, and obviously the Eradicating Spray is definitely one of them. But remember, they gave it that one drawback, the half damage, because they knew they were giving you the Eradicating Spray, guys. Don't go, oh man, it would have been so much better had they... Well, look, to make the game fair, they had to. Otherwise, you're going to OTK Bug, and there's no point playing against anything other than this. So, Weevil's trying to sneak into the top tier here. We're going to set him off over here. And I love the way he looks like he's cowering. And that's why I went ahead and I put my spray can like that for the title card. It just looked like we were going to hose him down with some raid. Anyway, we got our boy Kawagata here because we want that 1700 attack stat. It's one of the best attack stats the insects have. We got the Insect Princess, and what made her so good the first time round is what's making her so good this time round. All insects my opponent controls are immediately changed to attack position. So through the ability of my skill, all my opponent's monsters are now in attack position. If you're playing somebody who's using Apprentice Magicians to effectively try to stall you, Insect Princess really going to help you cut through them. If this card destroys an insect monster by battle, and again, you can make it so all your opponent's monsters are insects, you're going to go ahead and give this card a permanent 500 power bonus. Now, I didn't add any equips. Normally, I would go, oh, you know what, I'm going to put Bashing Shield in there. And because I'm playing a more control-oriented build instead of a battle build, I'm trying to special summon this card. So I'm not trying to normal summon it, so I didn't go through with adding any equip cards. Sorry. Metal Armored Bug, again, just trying to special summon this card. Don't expect me to normal summon this guy ever. But look at that beefy stat, 2,800. That's what we need. So how do we do it? We do it with Pinch Hopper, guys. When this card you control is sent to your graveyard, you can special summon an insect from your hand. You get one of these two into your hand. Bust your Pinch Hopper. Maybe you played Hidden Parasite to use the Eradicating Aerosol after playing your own Pinch Hopper. Blasted all your opponent's monsters. Sent the Pinch Hopper away. You get to choose a powerhouse. Do some moderate damage. Maybe set up an effect. Maybe just have a Titan on your side of the field. And have a great day. I mean, that's exactly what the aerosol's in here for, and that's the only reason it's in here. Now, the Adhesion Trample, again, is going to help us make it easier for our monsters to fight. Because, again, the Insect Princess on her own is not terribly strong, and neither is the Kawagata. But if we have the opponent's monsters as they're coming in, well, we're going to stop them from attacking to begin with. And then when it does come time for us to attack, we're going to be in a more advantageous position because they will have decreased their attack points. They may have tried to hide in defense mode. Insect Princess will be able to go ahead and move them back into attack position, making them more vulnerable. Definitely, either way, when she gets the KO on a card, going to gain that extra power, and within a couple of rounds, could be very unstoppable. And again, Adhesion Trample, great against any deck that special summons because it just says summons. It doesn't say normal, doesn't say special, either one. It's all good. The Corrosive Scales is in here again because if we get that big metal bug or we go ahead and we get the Insect Princess out, it's another way for us to continually throw counters at our opponent and lower the attack power of everything that's coming in. So it's not a must. It's definitely a bonus. And the fact that it's lowering our opponent's cards instead of buffing our own makes it feel different, more useful. And again, the Windstorm of Itaqua. Again, there's going to be a couple of times where maybe you won't have enough firepower on the field, and you just need to block those attack positions. Or you can move your guys to defense, then hit the Windstorm on your own turn, moving your characters back into the attack mode with a non-manual movement, and actually putting your opponent's monsters in the more disadvantageous battle position. So this is more of like a tech insect than anything else. And what really drew this whole thing together was just the way Hidden Parasite is, and the fact that I can trigger this up to twice in a duel, rather than a one and done or a static effect. Yeah, you might end up with the odd eradicating aerosol that ends up not being useful to you. But guess what? You're going to set it. Your opponent's going to go, oh man, I hope that's not Waking the Dragons. Because if that's Waking the Dragon, he could play the strongest fusion monster in the game, the second strongest fusion monster in the game, the fusion monster in the game that doesn't care what your power is because it's just going to take it for itself. So again, it's going to leave the mind game intact. And I do hope that this is a good last me having Battle City cards deck profile for you guys. If you did enjoy this, maybe hit the sub button, but I'd prefer if you went and told another player, another friend of yours, and see if we can't build the viewership of the channel that way. I'm gonna go ahead and turn in for the night. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the OTS on my way home tomorrow. I'm gonna pick up the cards, and we're gonna open them up together. And then over the weekend, I'm going to have at least one brand new speed duel deck for you. And then I promise, it's been like a week. I'll probably take Monday off, and then Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll show up with a master class deck. And I don't think it'll be anything too brilliant or anything. I'm trying to keep it... I'm trying to keep everything close to the vest right now with what my predictions are for the ban list coming up. And I'm always hesitant during ban list season to start working on new projects. but that's a brilliant thing for speed duel. It gives me some time to focus in on this, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna go get some rest. I'll see you guys later.